toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Houston Cougars. The Boilermakers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up.
Oh, he's got some space. Pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Houston going up tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Catch in the middle. It's Hutchison. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Back's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Houston wants to play fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. Slams ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing.
Sneaks it in.
And a fourth and goal situation. Bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Buying some time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Got a man. It's Russ. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. In this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Here we go. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to get him on the ground.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Takes it on the shovel. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They just keep firing. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets open down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds his man. It's Russ. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires on the run. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, it almost... disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. They're setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To the air, it's Applewhite. Quickly complete. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Russ. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Dangerous screen into traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Hauls it in. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
42, Purdue 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Using the quick game. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Keeps it on the bootleg. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They go to the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to get the corner. On the move at the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Buys a little extra time. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After the filthy move, he's got room.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Purdue! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
The give on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the point after is good. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's past.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. That's caught. It's Russ.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Houston going up tempo.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing there.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. That's a first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Line gets set. 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The give on the inside. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Also 7 yards on the play. Number 17. On to kick it away.
Corrals it at the 45. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to...